Hi there, I'm going to show you a bit of paper mache today. It can be a bit messy, so if you've got a place in your house that you can be a little bit messy, that's the best place to do it. Yeah, there's a few techniques you can use. I have gone for the flour and water, and I'm trying to make a pinata. So it'll just be like a dome shaped, hopefully circular kind of pinata. So I've started making one half of it with this bowl. This is still quite flimsy, it needs a few more, and it's wet, it needs a few more layers. So I'll show you how I began that one today with this. We're not gonna see the finished product today. Hopefully I'll have it finished by Saturday. It's for a birthday. And I was doing a bowl as well. Decided to do a bowl. This one again needs a few more layers, but you can see how it's going to turn out. Okay. So I made up a mixture of 1 cup of water to 1 cup of flour, and it's nice and smooth, but it can be quite lumpy, but that's okay. You can sieve it if you don't want it to be lumpy, if you don't like the texture of it, and tear up lots of different bits of newspaper. It's good to get kind of small size bits of newspaper that you can layer one on top of the other. You can use strips, and that's much quicker, but it'll be less solid when you're finished with it. And yeah, so first of all, you have to cover whatever your object. You can use bowls, plates, all sorts of objects, but some of them might need cut off, I would say, and then glued back together. You don't want the object to get stuck. You don't want the paper mache to get stuck on the object. So I'm using oil. You would usually maybe use Vaseline, but I've not got any Vaseline, so I'm just using a bit of oil, so that it just comes off the bowl once you're done. And then a bit of cling film for the same reason. The other option for making paper mache is glue and water. So just some PVA glue and water, and the consistency is, it's up to you, but not too watery, I would say. I know flour is a luxury these days. So cling film goes on top for the same reasons really as the oil. I've learnt to my cost several times, some of the young people will know, that if you don't put the cling film on and you don't put the oil or the Vaseline on, it just won't come off. And the same with paper pulp. Yeah, so that should be fine. And then you just start soaking the newspaper in the mixture. And you don't want it too dripping wet, so you just take some of the excess off and you place it on, and you just begin to make layers. If you really don't like getting your hands messy, you can use a paintbrush. There is a way to do this neatly without getting your hands too messy, but I quite like to feel it. I quite like to smooth it down with my fingers as well, but you can use a paintbrush to do that. Yeah, so that's basically it. I think I'm going to do, it's going to take days, it's going to take lots of days and lots of layers. I'm going to do another 2 layers on the one I've done previously, which already has 3 layers on it, and then I'll do 5 layers on this, and the plate might take a few more because I'm going to want it to be substantial. And hopefully I'll be able to stick the two pieces of this together, put some sweeties in it, and then paint it to make a pinata out of it. I'll show you photos. I'll put photos up hopefully on Saturday as to whether that's a success or not.